Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to this very special blackout edition of the Main Event Talk right here on YouTube. You know, I was thinking in my head earlier today. I just got done watching WWE Night of Champions. It took place tonight, and you know what? I gotta tell you, I've got a lot I want to say about it. Everything is coming out right now. You know, I had this thought in my head. I got a Pepsi in my can, by the way. Actually, I'm sorry. Did I just say I got a Pepsi in my can? What kind of shit is that? I got a Dr. Pepper, right? I'm drinking a Dr. Pepper. You can't see it on the camera, but I felt the need to do something. You know what? There's something that I really got to say. And I got to get this out of the way before it's too late, okay? I know that I've been doing a few of these main event talks, but I have not been able to let out my aggression. I have not been able to let out everything I want to. But now, for the first time, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it right here, right now. I'm going to talk about WWE United Champions. Now, most of you guys that follow me on Instagram, on Tout, on Facebook, and on Twitter, you got the exclusive. I wanted to go ahead and put out an exclusive on my Instagram and on my Touts, and it was connected to all of my immediate social outlets, from Facebook to Tout to Instagram, letting everybody know that there is another Main Event Talk coming, and guess what? It was a Main Event exclusive, and now it's here. WWE Night of Champions had just taken place right now, and I'm fixing to talk about it because there's a lot of things I want to talk about Night of Champions. And you know what? I'm going to tell you this right now. I'm going to be totally honest, totally blunt, every way possible. And I think some people will agree when I say Night of Champions completely fucking sucked until the end of the pay-per-view, which made absolutely no sense. There was a lot of things that were wrong with that pay-per-view. So let me go ahead. Let's start off with the kickoff show that involved several teams, okay? Now, most of you guys know that I thought Mark Henry and Big Show were going to be a part of it, and apparently they weren't. So let's see. 3MB and the Real Americans, the Primetime Players, the Usos, and what was the team? It was Tenzan and the Tons of Funk. That's what they are. Off the back, you knew straight up what team was going to win the tag team turmoil match. It was the Primetime Players. It was the easiest pick of them all. Do you really think for 1 second that the Dactyls, I'm sorry, I keep messing them up with Tons of Funk, okay? Do you really think that team's going to win? No, I really don't see any potential in that team. The Real Americans, on the other hand, you know, that really confuses me when I hear the words Real American, and it comes out of two guys, one that's an actual American, and the other is a guy from Switzerland. And don't get me wrong, Antonio Cesaro is a great athlete. He's tremendous at what he does. But he's not a real American. Let's get that out of the way, okay? Because if you're going to believe that he's a real American, I'm going to shoot you in the fucking eye, okay? That's how it's going to work. That's how I let out my aggression right there. That's how it works. But nonetheless, they were a great tag team. I felt they should have gone a whole lot longer. 3MB, okay, let's move on. Let's see, the Primetime Players, they won it, they took it, and obviously they were going to go after the tag team champions, which was the Shield of Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns. And to me, easily, I said, hey, I'm glad that the Primetime Players won, but for some odd reason, what's best for business, and I'm quoting this, what's best for business is that the Shield remain the tag team champions. Here's how I see it. Okay, my prediction, I knew the Shield would win it, which I'm going to get into that in just a moment, but my opinion is, well, you know what? I'm going to leave that out for just a moment. I'll talk about that when I have the opportunity. Let's move on. Let's see. Triple H comes out at the beginning of Night of Champions. It was good to see him. And then out comes Paul Heyman and out comes Curtis Axel. You know something? I had a sneaky suspicion that something was wrong, okay? Let's see. Brad Maddox, who is still the worst general manager of all time, decides to make another great decision, which I seriously doubt it was his decision. No disqualification on the handicap elimination match of Night of Champions. Okay, that was set, and Paul Heyman goes ahead and starts doing what he does best, and that's bitch, whine, moan, and complain, and that's exactly what he did. And then, oh my God, Triple H figured out something. Let's see. It's Night of Champions. All titles are defended except for the Intercontinental Championship. So, you put the title match up against Kofi Kingston. Okay, let me go ahead but I gotta say this because you know what? I dig Kofi Kingston. He's a great athlete. He's tremendous at what he does. But here's the thing. Are we getting sick and tired of seeing Kofi Kingston becoming Intercontinental Champion, becoming U.S. Champion, becoming Tag Team Champion? What's best for business is that Kofi stays the fuck away from all of those titles except for two. The World Heavyweight title and the WWE Championship. It's time for Kofi to go after those titles. Forget the other titles that you've already accomplished, all right? With all due respect to the game, Triple H, that is what's wrong about business. Having Kofi Kingston in a match against Curtis Axel for the Intercontinental Championship, when in reality, it should have been the handicap match defending the Intercontinental Championship against CM Punk. I mean, true, CM Punk does not want that championship, but come on, let's be honest. We all want to see that. We all want to see him become Intercontinental Champion. We all want to see him beat the shit out of Paul Heyman, but we'll talk about that in a moment. Curtis Axel wins his match against Kofi Kingston, which was obviously a no fucking brainer. I mean, god damn. I mean, shit! It was too easy to look at, okay? So that right there, we got it out the fucking window, okay? And let's see, what was the other matchup? AJ Lee defending her her Divas Championship against, let's see, you had Brie Bella, who came out in a rainbow bright outfit, very sexy, I'm going to add to that. Natalya comes out, and Naomi